Hey everyone, so we're diving deep today, and you know how much I love a good deep dive. We're taking on a topic that I know you've all been digging into.
Wealth.
Wealth. It's
Yes.
fascinating stuff, right? And you sent in some really cool material on something called Ashtaishwarya.
Yes. Ashtaishwarya.
This is an Indian tradition, and we've got some excerpts from an article to guide us. It's called, let me see, The Concept of Ashtaishwarya by Sunil Vasisht.
Sounds interesting.
It really is, and it explores count them eight, different forms of wealth.
8. Wow.
I know, right? It's not just about the money, folks. So are you ready to broaden our understanding of what it means to be wealthy?
I am definitely ready. Let's do it.
Okay, great. Now, the article kicks off with a quote that really grabbed my attention, and I think it sets the tone perfectly. It says, "He is a poor man whose only wealth is money."
Hmm.
What jumps out at you when you hear that?
Well, it's a bit provocative, isn't it? I mean, it immediately makes you think, right? Like, what is true wealth? Is it really just about the Benjamins?
Exactly. It challenges our conventional thinking, and that's what Ashtaishwarya is all about. It's about recognizing that a truly rich life goes way beyond just your bank account.
I like that. A truly rich life.
So let's break down a few of these 8 forms of wealth, and the article explains that each form is actually linked to a form of Lakshmi. Now, Lakshmi is the Hindu goddess of prosperity, and the first one is Lakshmi, the one we probably think of most often. It's about money, gold, precious stones, all those material riches.
Well, bling, right?
Yeah, exactly, the bling. But I'm curious, is there more to Lakshmi than just, having a massive pile of cash?
I think there is. The article emphasizes that while money is important, it's just one piece of the puzzle. It's like, think of it like the foundation of a house. You definitely need a solid foundation. But a house is so much more than just its foundation. It needs walls, a roof, windows, and all the things that make it a home.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
So Lakshmi is important, but it's just the starting point.
Right.
What else makes up this house of wealth?
Well, the next form is Lakshmi, and this one focuses on health, food, and overall well-being. It's about feeling strong and vital, having access to good, nourishing food. It's that sense of physical and mental well-being.
It's funny how we often take those things for granted until we don't have them, right?
Absolutely. And, Lakshmi encourages us to appreciate our bodies as a source of wealth, to be mindful of what we eat, where it comes from, how it nourishes us.
That's so important. It's about cultivating gratitude for health and well-being. I've been trying to be more aware of what I'm putting into my body and just appreciate the fact that I can move and breathe and experience life.
It's a powerful shift in perspective, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, the next form of wealth, and this one really resonated with me, to Santana Lakshmi. This one's all about the wealth we find in our family, our friends, our loving relationships.
Our connections.
Yes, our connections. It's so easy to get caught up in the daily grind and forget to nurture these essential bonds.
I agree. It's easy to let those connections slip.
But Santana Lakshmi reminds us that these relationships, this feeling of belonging and love, are priceless. They are a true form of wealth.
Think about it. Those moments of laughter with your loved ones, those heart-to-heart conversations, the feeling of being supported and understood, that's what makes life rich and meaningful.
That's beautiful. It makes me want to, put down my phone more often and be more present with the people I care about, maybe plan some quality time, just connect.
That's great. And the article highlights something interesting here. It points out that sometimes our pursuit of Lakshmi, that financial wealth, can actually come at the expense of Santana Lakshmi.
Oh, I see that all the time. People working long hours, missing family dinners, stressed out, and relationships start to fray. It's like they're chasing one form of wealth and unintentionally diminishing another.
It's a delicate balance, isn't it? And that's precisely where the whole concept of Ashtaishwarya comes in. It's about being mindful of all these different forms of wealth and striving for harmony among them.
That's a great point. It's not about having it all, but about creating a life where all these aspects of wealth are in balance.
Exactly.
And it's not just about external factors either. The article also delves into Lakshmi, which is the wealth of courage, bravery, that entrepreneurial spirit, that inner fire.
The inner strength.
Yes, that resilience that helps us face challenges head on.
Lakshmi is about cultivating that inner strength, having the guts to pursue your dreams, to take risks, to bounce back from setbacks.
It's like having that unwavering belief in yourself.
It is. And what's interesting? It's not always about these big life-altering moments of courage. Sometimes it's about the everyday acts of bravery, like speaking up for what you believe in, or trying something new, something outside your comfort zone.
I love that. It's about pushing ourselves to grow.
It is. And the article makes a really insightful point about Lakshmi. It argues that this inner strength is often the key to unlocking other forms of wealth.
Oh, I see that. It takes courage to build a business, to nurture relationships, to prioritize your well-being.
Exactly. It's the driving force behind so much of what we achieve in life.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Ashtaishwarya, what's the one thing you really want our listeners to walk away with today?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that true wealth is multifaceted. It's about recognizing the abundance in every area of your life, your relationships, your health, your inner strength, and yes, your finances too. It's about striving for that balance, that harmony.
That's so well said. It's not about chasing one form of wealth at the expense of others. It's about creating a life that's rich and fulfilling in all aspects.
I think that's a beautiful way to put it.
Now, I want to leave our listeners with a little something to ponder. Think about the forms of Lakshmi we discussed today, aside from Lakshmi, the financial wealth. Which one speaks to you the most right now? And what's one small step you can take this week to cultivate that form of wealth in your own life?
It's a great question to reflect on. We hope this deep dive has given you a fresh perspective on what it truly means to be wealthy. Until next time. See you then.